How often is the ride what you expected it to be? Hello from El Porto, California, and the Americana coast. This is your daily Pep Talk. Yeah, all too often we have this expectation when we go after a wave of what it's going to be like. And I'm going to guess 95% of the time it is nothing like we expected. And the reality is, whether in the ocean or in life, you chase the wave, and even when you catch it, you have to be willing to do your best to become one with the wave, because the wave is going to go where it goes. Yeah? And if you try to force it in a certain direction, that doesn't always work out too well. So yeah, when you finally catch that wave and you start to ride it, anticipate that it's going to go in directions that you weren't expecting. And you've got to be willing to go with that flow and adjust accordingly to make the most of it and get the most out of that ride. And frankly, to enjoy it. Because if you keep trying to force the wave to go in ways that it just isn't going to go, you're just going to get frustrated and you're not going to have a good time. Along those same lines, how often do you see somebody catch a wave that wasn't even there from your vantage point? You're looking, you don't see anything. And suddenly they're riding a wave. How'd they do that? There are people who are just able to make something out of nothing. And I think that is an attribute worthy of pursuit. To be able to see waves where they don't exist. But honestly, isn't that what dreams are? Isn't that the skill of a dreamer? To see something in an ocean, to see a wave forming that others do not. That ability to conceptualize a ride that other people can't. To be able to anticipate and make something out of nothing. What a gift, yeah? And I think a lot of that just comes from attitude, perspective, and your approach. Yeah, from being positive, staying positive, and looking for things that aren't necessarily there, and then making the most out of them. That's a lot to take in. All right. So, get out there. Find a wave, even if it's not there. And while you're doing it, be good to each other, be kind to each other, love on each other, and make the most of this incredible day. Talk to you next time.